Thanks guys. Let's kick things off at the top of the roadmap with characters. Work continues on revisions to several legacy armor sets, with the light, medium and heavy versions of the Marine and Outlaw sets coming along. And the Port Olisar costume set, also scheduled to be released in 3.2, is being worked on as well. Gameplay is getting a lot of attention this quarter, as we are trying to focus on quality of life improvements and upgrades to current in-game systems and features. We're prioritising development goals based on the feedback we received through last month's backer survey and the need to make the current version of the game as fun and fulfilling as possible. Improvements to the shopping experience currently being worked on, including balancing and augmenting the in-game economy, adding improved shopping kiosks and an expanded variety of items available to purchase. We've also been upgrading ships and their components so that the way you configure weapons, shield generators and allocation of power all factor into your ship performance and affect gameplay in significant ways. You'll also see weapons overheat, misfire and suffer system failures based on configuration, as well as factors like wear and tear, damage and the quality of the component itself. The VMA and PMA Mobiglass apps continue to receive polish to visual presentation as well as tweaks to functionality, some of which we saw on Around the Verse a couple of weeks ago. From our community feedback, some of the improvements you are most excited about relate to forming groups and interacting with fellow players. To that end, we have teams working on enhancements that will make it much easier to play with friends, assist and communicate with other players. Things like quantum linking, new and expanded service beacon contract types like Escort will go a long way towards improving the cooperative Star Citizen experience. All you prospective prospectors out there will be glad to hear that the mining mechanics are coming along nicely. With a full loop of mining coded, we can see the mining laser breaking large rocks into smaller pieces, the extraction tools harvesting resources from the fragments and storing them in a ship's storage containers. We can even sell the contents back in Civilization for in-game currency. Work is also being done on the mining HUD and the audio-visual aspects of the mechanics. The idea is to make the gameplay intuitive using sound and graphics cues, minimizing a player's need to refer to the UI, especially as they become more familiar with the process. In the coming weeks, these visual prototypes and audio work will be integrated with the code to create a cohesive experience that will continue to be tweaked and improved before making it into Alpha 3.2. Moving on to the AI, combat behavior and wildlines are being worked on in relation to PU bounty hunting missions, interdiction and dogfighting with pirates. Our ship designers have been working on aspects of the Origin 600i and reworked Aegis Avenger variants as seen in last week's ship shape installment. And they continue to work on other vessels like the Vandal Blade and the Anvil Hurricane. Meanwhile, new weapons and props are in various stages of development and set to be unleashed in the PEU. Our location teams are turning out some very impressive visual prototyping for Hurston, its moons, and its landing zone, Lorville. Those teams are also making exciting progress on the procedural layouts and visual detail work, like lighting, for the rest stop stations. That's all for now. We'll see you next time with more on the PU.